Okay, so I'm tired, it's late, but I'm gonna go ahead and make a video because I can. I tried to make one on Wednesday, I didn't like it. So I'm just gonna go down the list and kind of fulfill my obligation to myself to, keep records. So I had a good hangout thing that went very well, and I'm very happy. So that's good. I'm trying to find time to do that more. I've also been, working. Work is exhausting because of how much time I spend doing it and how much time I spend trying to prepare for it. Then I've been buying a lot of luxuries recently, things I don't technically need, although they are kind of edifying. The two big ones are the bow that I mentioned, and I decided to go ahead and buy the ocarina I saw for sale because I was kind of like, I want it. I saw it one week, I decided I'm going to wait a week and make sure I really want it. Next week I still wanted it, so I bought it. Also bought a random thing that I saw that I liked because I could. Sometimes that's why you do stuff, because you can. But what else have I got going on? I did recover financially from that because I decided to put most of that on my credit card and I decided to just pay that off with this week's pay. So I'm going to go for that. Then I have a lot of very busy weekends. It turns out I make a lot of plans and I spend a lot of time with friends, which is nice, though I'm starting to question the wisdom of always staying quite so busy. But I'm keeping busy and it's mostly good and happy. I just wish I had more time at this point, but can't make more days. Gotta work with what I've got. I've been trying to follow up on job leads toward engineering because that's what you do when you have an engineering degree but you're not in engineering, because engineering pays well if you can find it. So I'm trying to follow up on that. I need to look at taking the FE again because I remember the deadline is soon and I need to get on that. I definitely have the money right now, so I can make that work. I've been, just busy doing everything. But November was a big splurgy month, so I'm not going to spend as much money and stuff in December. It'd be hard to spend that much anyway, because I kind of splurged a lot. I more or less spent my computer money on the luxuries, but I'm not going to be able to afford the computer until I get my tax refund. And I'm really not going to need the money that I saved once I get the tax refund if it's like I expect it to be. So, because I don't need a computer that expensive on this pay scale, I'd be spending like, almost all my money on it. So I'm going to try to get one that I've seen rather than building my own. I think I'm going to go with one that's pre-built, maybe a little bit customized, but not completely, because I do want it to be fairly nice. I'm going to get either Amy or Chris to help me make sure I get one that I want. And we'll see. There's one that I saw that was kind of a big fancy laptop that looks like a tablet, so I might just go with that one because I think it meets all the requirements for what I'm looking for. And this computer, as much as I complain about it, isn't completely terrible, but I don't know. I've also been thinking about taking Chris up on his offer to build me a bed and a bed frame, and I'm just trying to figure out whether I would want a shelf in there, because I'm pretty sure I do, but I'm not sure exactly what's possible, so I'm going to have to talk to him about that. But that would help clean up a lot of the clutter I have in my room. Not that you can see any of the clutter at all, but my room is pretty cluttered, and I think getting it straightened up a little bit would help. I was working on that, that's why I have all my stuff out of place. Not that it looks any different than normal. I'm also going to work more on my projects. I have my windmill and I have the solar still. I'm still working on those, but right now it's mostly in my head. Need to get it down on paper at the very least. So I'm going to work on those. and I'm tutoring, and that is going very well. It's nice to be able to make an impact on people, even if you're not really making any money doing it. But you know, it's nice to be able to help out because a lot of my other job is not very fulfilling.